Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I am going to make my cinnamon cacao crepes. Cinnamon cacao crepes. I have some strawberry chia seed jam that I made that I haven't used yet, and I thought, oh my goodness, I need to use that. And it is leftovers night tonight, so I thought this would be a fun add on to the leftovers. And I love breakfast for dinner. So this gives an additional thing for us. If you like breakfast for dinner, put breakfast for dinner in the comments. And if you like crepes, put like them in the comments. And then what do you like to eat on your crepes? So we'll talk about that in a second. So I have 4 eggs and 4 ounces of cream cheese, full fat, that I melted in the microwave for like a little less than a minute. And because I like it to mix a little bit better than if it's just cold. And then I'm going to use allulose monk fruit, and I'm going to use 5 tablespoons. That's 4, and 1 more tablespoon. This is a teaspoon. So let me see, 1, 2, 3. And then this is cacao and cinnamon. So we're using a teaspoon of cacao and a teaspoon of cinnamon. If you don't like cacao or cinnamon, leave those parts out, but it really makes it great. If it's kind of, the cinnamon is definitely present in terms of the taste of it. The cacao is less present because it's less quantity. And then that's it. So now we're going to blend it. And I already have my 2 frying pans heating up. And here is this. Okay, so let me get this. You can see my hand? It was kind of done, but I was trying to get this part off without having to open it. All right, so now we're just gonna make crepes. So you always with the first one, you're going to have to figure out what exact quantity, but I have found that it's easier if you do like 3/4 of the frying pan, and then you move it around from there. So like fill it like 3/4 way, and then move it from there. And then it's always being patient. So I've also found, I'm not a patient cook. If you're a patient cook, put patient in the comments. If you're not patient, put impatient. I am not patient. So I always have to tell myself, wait a little bit longer, especially on this first one. And it helps to have the pans already preheated a little bit. I did use, I think this is olive oil. I would rather use coconut oil or avocado oil, but I think it hasn't been available lately at Aldi. And now we're going to let it start cooking. And then these are crepes that will fold and roll and do whatever you think, whatever you want. So while we're waiting, tell me where you're watching from, thumbs up, hearts, share this video so that the whole world knows that they can have amazing crepes that are high protein, low carb, and that aren't going to spike their blood sugar, and that are not going to cause them to store fat, and that won't make them feel bloated afterwards. These are so good. Great option for breakfast for dinner. You could have it with bacon and eggs if you want. I mean, it already has eggs in it, but you could also eat sausage. You could also just have them like this. You can eat them with any of the low glycemic sweetener syrups. So Nourished, Chalk Zero, Lakanto. Those are the 3 best that I know of to get a syrup. And then you can use like sliced berries. You could make homemade whipped cream with heavy whipping cream and sweetener. You could use my chia seed jam like I'm gonna use. You could use peanut butter, which is also really good. My personal favorite is peanut butter and syrup, like the low glycemic syrup. I personally like the Chalk Zero one. All right, now this one, always the first one. I feel like this one's gonna be too thin, and this spatula is pretty thick. Need a thinner spatula. So these are gonna look like they're burnt, but they're not. It's just because of the cacao and the cinnamon. So they won't actually be burnt. I need a thinner spatula. I think it's, oh, I found it. This one is great. It gets underneath a little bit easier. All right. I put it on like medium heat. Yeah, this one, see, it burned. I mean, it ripped a little bit because I'm impatient. I think I do need to turn it down a little bit to 4 on my stove. This one's still a little bit liquidy. And then, yeah, I like to roll, like put my jam on it and then roll that. Oh, it's so good. Or with berries. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's so many ways. But almond butter is another way. So many options of what you can put on these. Or you can even just eat them straight as a snack or as dinner. What would you do? Tell me in the comments. What would you do? How would you eat them? This one's still a little like, it's not letting me get under it. This one I think is about ready and done. Let me grab a plate. All right, now you'll be able to tell if it got, so some of these parts, this could probably get a little bit better right there, but part of that is the way that I flipped it. So let's see if I can get this one to flip for us, and then that's it. So super simple. This is gonna make 8 to 12. Actually, I think it's gonna make closer to 12. These are all this kind of the same size. This one's a little bit smaller of a pan. This one's a little bit bigger. So they're pretty similar in size. But at one point, I used to be able to flip them, but I don't quite trust these ones to stay. All right. There we go. Nice and golden with the cacao and the cinnamon. And then this one, we just move it around. This one probably got a little bit too much liquid. It's a little bit too full. All right, so tell me what you would use them with. When would you eat them? For breakfast, for lunch, for dinner? What would you use them? Sausage, bacon. I have rolled them with like my jam and bacon. Oh my gosh, really good. You could use them with any of the like So Nourished, Choc Zero, Lakanto maple syrups. You could use them with even like the Lakanto or the Choc Zero like chocolate syrup. You could use peanut butter. You can use almond butter. You can use just chopped berries, homemade whipped cream with a sweetener that you make. I mean, not that you make, that you use. Like, I'll use monk fruit. So many different options. And I love breakfast for dinner. So if you like breakfast for dinner too, put like it. If you could leave breakfast for dinner and put breakfast in the morning, just put breakfast. All right. Yeah, this one got a little bit too much liquid. This one is done, I think. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. So yummy. All right, so you're gonna have to give it a try. Let me know what you think. And high protein, low carb. From my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.